Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Longboard Blues 1975. A YouTuber who's on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends use the bucket. Longboard Blues 1975.
This is Power Drift on the PC Engine, only it's not Power Drift on the PC Engine. I'm actually running on the Super Console X. I've had this for a couple of years and my old TV never ever recognised it when I plugged the HD into it. But for some reason I completely forgot I had it, and then the other day I literally realised, hang on a minute, I use a gaming monitor now. Let's see if it recognises it says console. And it does. And it pretty much has a full list of PC Engine games on there. And so this is one that does not run through Hugo properly. So I've never actually played this on a big TV. I've only ever actually played it on a handheld. It's one of those games I've always wanted to play, because isn't this generally considered to be the best home port of Power Drift before you get to the Sega Saturn? Not necessarily high praise indeed, but obviously Power Drift was a super scaler released by Sega in 1988, and it was the then pinnacle of scaling technology. And because even though it's, you know, sprite scaling, it actually has tracks. Now I have a gameplay of it in the arcade, and honestly it's incredibly impressive. Also, isn't the plane from Afterburner unlockable as a car, and the bike from Hang On, and probably other stuff? Only found that out the other day. And then there was a second release of the arcade machine where they were all linked up as cabinets, weren't they? So anyway, this was released in 1990 by Asmik, and as you know, it's basically a kart racer. It's got huge sprites in the arcades, and apparently it's got huge sprites here. So this is going to be interesting, playing it on the TV. So run. Right, so apparently all the drivers' you know, attributes are exactly the same, but it looks like the arcade. You know, the front end really does look like the arcade. We'll go with Keith, because why not? Right, so okay, what's accelerate? I don't know. Position and lap, bottom right hand corner. Bottom left hand corner is gear. I'm in low. Now I'm in high. Right, so immediately the sprites are massive, really big, and really impressive. It was never going to do the arcade. It's a very break messy screen, isn't it? And even when you turn, oh, it feels like you can't quite see enough of the corner that you're actually going around. Yeah, weird. The sprites, the car size, amazing. You can't fall off the track. I am very happy for that. I don't know how I'm fourth. It's one of those games when you saw it in CVG back in the day, you know, when it was bigging up the PC Engine, because we all drooled over it, and it was the stuff of, you know, holy grails. That stationary, it looked amazing. I don't think you actually have to change down. Well, final lap. I'm not third. I can't help but notice I'm not third. Oh, it's just too much. It's trying a bit too hard to do something it couldn't possibly do, and looking all bells and whistles and shit like that. You've got these huge ups and downs and dips of like the roller coaster like track, but it's too messy and it's too cramped. I mean, kudos for trying big sprites. It's too cramped, and it has a pinball effect going on. Is it better than the Amiga version? Yeah. Is it better than the Spectrum version? Probably not. Yeah, I guess. One lap and it's, I guess, don't meet your heroes. Right, let's try again really hard. It's the start where you're screwed, and you're screwed in the start of this in every version, to be fair, apart from the Spectrum. See, look, you bounce off them, then you get absolutely prison showered from the rear, and then that's it. Game over. Yoink. Yeah, it was too ambitious, wasn't it? 10th? Jeez, what? Because I didn't start properly, or one bloke nudged me, I got absolutely shafted right at the start. So, it's probably I know, positive, Dave. Irredeemable. Although we're 5th. I mean, when it's on the flat, apart from the corner is, like I said, it's just too much. You can't see what's coming around the corner. I mean, I guess it's because it's trying to do a track, like a 3D rotational track, if you know what I mean. But a kart track. That's how it's trying to make you feel like that. Obviously, stuff like Outrun in Chase HQ. I mean, like it. That's because I'm playing on the D-pad. The pad on this console is horrible. Yeah, so it's not as severe when you turn on stuff like Outrun, but Outrun is not trying to do a kart track. Think Mario Kart and stuff like that. This is bloody hard. I gotta get to at least track 2 so you can see something. Title screen's accurate. I always thought that the title screen was underwhelming in every single version there is of it. Run. Keith. Your last hope, Keith. Right. How long do we stay in low? How do I get through them? Right. I don't know. I am in high. I mean, yeah, you got your dips and shit, and that's what the arcade was known about. And so you do have that. No other racing game on the PC Engine has that. No other racing. I'm first. I have no idea on most systems back then, including the arcade, had this upper and lower thing going on. All right, Rapmobile did, but that was a bit later on, wasn't it? Yay! It's one extreme to the other. It's like you get absolutely pooch screwed, prison showered if you will, at the start, and then all of a sudden, you're the pimp. Oh no, that's my change time. Now I'm 3rd. Change up. That's entirely my fault. Shit. No. Again, to be fair, on every single version of this, when they hit you, you come off worse. Have we made it? It's too much going into my mind at once. I'm still first. How? Thing is though, right? So much is going on, but also generally you do have the characters at the start of the screen. That's impressive. I don't know how these sort of games work. Should that slow stuff down? Should it not? I mean, as I always say, if you were a massive that's shrill, that point's going on. If you were a massive fan of the arcade, would you be happy with this? You probably would, and you probably would have accepted that it was not destined for a decent home port. Or maybe I'm being harsh, nostalgia, it's hell of a drug. Right, I think I'm in high. I am. You can't see your gears at the start for some reason. See what I mean? And also, this track's extreme right to extreme left to extreme right. Again, and you can't see. That's cool. It got bigger. Awkward. Low. High. Yeah. I can't see what's in front of me. Ooh, it's all about nailing the perfect start, isn't it? I guess you could argue that's every racing game, isn't it? Low. I have to beat the first track again if I want to try this track again. I am aware that's how racing games work, but... No. The music's great. Happy kart racer. The funny thing is, as a kid, this is why I kept fucking it up. I could never work out arcade, home ports, magazine pictures of the PC Engine, Spectrum, Commodore, Amstrad, all that. I could never work out what your car was supposed to be. It never dawned on me. See, they are animated at the top, the characters. It never dawned on me that it was a kart. Probably because, to be fair, when we went kart racing as a kid, karts didn't look anything like this. Let's have one more go. This is brutally hard, and if you don't believe me, look up the Super Console X. This is the worst pad you will ever use in your life. Let's go with Tom. Hiya, Tom. That's cool. The well, it's not really rotating, is it? Of the cars there, but the effect is cool. Angry wasp noise. Brake. I don't know if I should dab or fire a bit of flicker there. I mean, come on, it's a PC Engine, what do you expect? And the speech is pants. Why did we never get... Well, I guess we never got an attempt of this on the Mega Drive because, well, we never got, Outrun at launch. Never got a true space area. So I probably weren't going to wait to try and port something as, you know, advanced as this. Although, you know, they did port one. It wasn't Sega, was it? And it was a tiny cartridge. Galaxy Force. So I like to call it because it's an awful port. Galaxy Fast. I actually prefer the Master System version. True story, I can't talk. It's because, you know, the dizzying highs of this game have just taken my mind away. So you can see, look, pause. It's one of those games when it's paused that you're like, in a magazine, wow, this looks, I'm gonna fucking die now. This looks amazing. And then when you see it like this, as I said, don't meet your heroes. If you ignore the god-awful frame rate of the Amiga, would I say that it probably bears a stronger resemblance to the arcade in the way they pulled off laps? If that makes sense. Skip. Can I skip? No, I have to listen to that shrill noise. Right, come on. Is that fireworks or whistling? Right, come on. Yay. So, nail the start. Nail the start. Hi. See that, like, that is impressive. Clearly not my fault. How am I supposed to combat that? There's not enough room on the road for you to cut through the crowd. And when you do, you hit him, and obviously, because of course, you come off worse, and it's goodnight Irene, straight off the coaster, which you couldn't fall off at the first track, but apparently you can now. Oh, I'm gonna have to revisit Outrun next, aren't I? Or maybe I already have. You don't know what order I do these videos in. Why is that corner so bloody hard? To be fair, this game is hard, but this game is hard because it was never gonna do this properly, was it? Again, pause it there, looks lovely. So a whole breakdown. Isn't that music? Jazz fruit. I'm in low again, shit. Yeah, this wasn't a pretty gameplay. But to be fair, this isn't a pretty game. Anyway, Power Drift on the PC Engine. I'd love to know what you think, especially if you had this back in the day. And did you just accept the limitations of the hardware and the advancements of the, or nature of the machine it was trying to port? Gonna have a whole new bunch of PC Engine gameplays coming up. Anyway, love to know what you think. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later.